Welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen. Today we are going to be making over some frames. So I'm also going to be using Chalkature in this video. It is kind of my first love when it comes to crafting and thrifting. So this video is going to be one of my favorites for sure. So I picked up these surfaces from Chalkature along with these silkscreen transfers of a sheep and a goose. These are so cute. They are one of their brand new like spring items, but I thought that you could really use these year round. So the first thing I did was just lay the transfer on top of the surface, and these are just the coolest things because you can do anything that you could possibly want with these. You can put them in a frame, you can just put them up on a shelf as is, but look how great this detail looks on that sheep. Now I'm going to be going in and using this goose transfer, and I just laid this on top, and sometimes you don't get it the first time. That's okay. You can just peel this right off, and then as soon as I'm done using these, I wash them right away. I have a board eraser from Chalkature that I use on every single surface when transfer when I clean them, just to make sure all that chalk paste comes off. I love this detail tool for small little details in the transfers. I am just using this orange and then going in with the color Velvet, which is also black, to do this goose, but you can do whatever color you want. I just wanted to go with the basics, and now I'm just pulling this off. Sometimes you need help. Thankfully, my mom was here this day to help me hold this down, so I did not mess anything up. Now I'm going on to use some scrapbook paper. This is from Amazon, and I don't normally buy scrapbook paper from Amazon because it tends to be a little more expensive than anywhere else, but I think it kind of ended up being about 25 cents a sheet, so it's really not that bad. But I don't really live by anywhere where I can just go grab scrapbook paper whenever I feel like it, so sometimes Amazon works. This frame makeover, I'm using these Hobby Lobby frames for only $3.49 on clearance, and this Roanoke Rust-Oleum wood stain. I forgot what this looked like, and I did not love it. It reminded me more of an oak color, and I was not super impressed or super happy with it, so I just decided to just dry brush the edges, and then I kind of sanded this down just to make this look like it was supposed to be this way, because there was too many brush strokes, and a little bit of sandpaper does help. So once the scrapbook paper was in place, I went with this pink color for spring, and I also think that these will look super cute in like a little girl's room or even a baby's room. I had no intention on doing that, but if I changed the scrapbook paper out, I think they would look more farmhouse as to what I wanted. I just didn't have any like buffalo check or gingham or black and white patterns, but overall I think these are adorable, and it's something that you can make in a day, which is also one of my favorite crafts. Anything that I can do in a day, that works for me. Hot glue these guys right inside, and if you change your mind about them, you can always just rip them off and use these cute little geese and sheep, lamb for something else. Right along to my favorite frames and pictures that I get are from yard sales or thrift stores. This came from a yard sale. It was $1, not my style. Taped it off, painted the inside white, and of course we're using a Chalkature stencil or a transfer, whatever you would like to call it. I love this one. Main Street Mercantile Grocery Gasoline. This is like my 100%. I still love farmhouse. It is never going to go out of style for me. I know some people are like, I'm so sick of farmhouse, but I'm not rich enough to change my entire house out into something else. I guess if you want to thrift, but you know what? This is my style. This is what I like, and this is exactly what I would put inside of my home and hang on my wall. This is adorable. I will leave all the links to the Chalkature transfers in the description box below, but I love this. Let me know in the comments, are you guys still like team farmhouse, or what is your style in your home? Also, if farmhouse is not your style, you can just recreate these in any different way in what is your style. So if you like the boho style, you don't have to go black and white. You can go with the earthy tones. It doesn't have to be exactly what I go with. This is just strictly for inspiration. This frame, this was, I think, $3.49. It was kind of one of the highest I would go at our Goodwill outlet. I call it an outlet. I don't think it's an outlet. It has bins. It has shelves. It's always really inexpensive. I'm also using one of the new Chalk Couture stencils. This one is my favorite, and I was so glad to find this frame. I left it as is. It was brand new, still in its box, which is always exciting to find something that you know was regular $10 or $15 and pick it up for way cheaper. This is how it turns out. I'm just using the bright white chalk paste in anything that I use white, in the velvet color chalk paste, which is black. But I love this. I think it turned out so great. And for $3.50 for this frame, you can't go wrong. And I love Chalk Couture because it just makes things go so quickly. You can also use Chalk Couture on different kinds of surfaces. One of my favorites to use is actually on glass. It's always beautiful and perfect. I'm using the Dixie Belle. I want to say this is a blush color. Painting over that, it did take 3 coats. I'm using this Cottontail transfer from Chalk Couture once again. This one, I wanted to show the process of this. This took 3 different times. I used a mineral chalk paint Dixie Belle on the back side, and my chalk paste was drying so quickly, so I just ended up fixing the Cottontail. I waited for it to dry, painted over it, redid it, but you do want to keep that in mind when you're using Chalk Couture. If you have chalk paint underneath, it is going to dry so fast, you have to work quickly. So onto this one, Think Less, Do More. This came from a yard sale, and I am just popping off the backside because I do not want that Think Less, Do More or that background on this frame. I did pull this DIY from an older video, so yes, I was still sitting on the floor and sitting with my carpet. I am just grabbing some nail polish remover to do this one, and it didn't work, and I think it's because it's acetone free, or it just wasn't working. Razor blade works just fine. Does take a little bit longer, but honestly, it took a few minutes. Good old Elmer's glue stick, forever a fan of it when I use scrapbook paper or even like fabric and felt, everything. Elmer's glue stick. I just ended up putting a shiplap scrapbook paper on the back side, put the little shadow box back together, and using this Less House, More Home. This is an older transfer, so I don't think they have it on their site any longer, but they always kind of bring back some of their older ones, so maybe they will, maybe they won't, but this was just one of my favorite ones, and I just wanted to show that this is just still my favorite. I still have this one. It's been a couple years since I've made this, maybe 2 years. But I love this one. It looks so good, and I know that I only picked up the shadow box for $1 or less. But this is what it looks like when you use, I think this was plastic, but when you use glass, look how great it looks. But you guys, that is it. I hope I gave you some ideas to make over some frames. Nothing crazy, but when you want some new home decor in your home, you got to do something with those old frames. So go to a thrift store, check out yard sales, or go through your house of items that you don't want anymore and make them over. But you guys, that's it. If you guys like the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love if you consider sticking around and subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!